On the island of Sodor, there are beautiful places, the countryside and mountain views. Edward the Blue Engine especially likes them. He goes along his branch line with his coaches and loves going around the peaceful place. One day, Edward was casually going along the line, reaching to Croven's gate. Once he arrived, he had quite a surprise. There seemed to be two people who looked like campers. "Oh, that's nice. Campers. Rare that I see those." It didn't change anything to Edward's train, but it made it feel more special indeed. And off he went again. Soon, Edward arrived at the station at last. The people in the coaches got out, but not the campers. "Well then, I guess they must be stopping at another station, probably near the forest." And Edward chuffed away as the guard blew his whistle. And once more, Edward arrived at the next station, and at last, the campers finally got out. "Have a good trip," said Edward as they ran away. Edward smiled to them as he then left the station. When Edward left, two little boys were playing around. They went into the station and cut a cable cord from a telephone. And that night, the campers had a good campfire with some marshmallows. The next day, Edward had a train to deliver to Lower Sudbury. It was a beautiful day and everything was going right. Once Edward arrived at the station, there was smoke appearing randomly. "That must be the campers' campfire," Edward said. And off Edward went on the other line to push his train in the siding. Then, when Edward came back to the station platform, he looked at the smoke again. That seems like a lot of smoke." Then Derek came in with some trucks of clay. Derek, is it just me, or there seems to be a lot of smoke?" "You must be used to your steam, Edward, because that's way too much smoke." The station master came back with bad news. The telephone's cable cord has been cut off, probably by those two boys. "Oh dear," said Edward, but then had a plan in mind. Edward then rushed back and went for help. He came for Harold. Soon, Edward arrived to herald the helicopter. "Fire! Lower Sudbury," Edward stuttered. "I'm on my way," Harold sniffed, and he rushed off. When Edward came to the station, the campers were safe, but the fire was still on. The fiery blazes were burning the forest deeply. But then there was a fluttery noise. It was Harold the helicopter coming for the rescue and rushing out the fire. Luckily, no one was hurt, and the campers apologized for their actions. Derek's horde had woken us up. We were lucky to get out of our tent and ran away. And, well, that night we forgot to put out the fire. Sorry. Well, we're lucky to have a friend like Harold to save the day. Harold's not the only one to thank for. Who else, Derek? You, Edward. You're the one who alerted him about the fire. You're also a hero. Edward just grinned with joy.